So, Wilson Creek is just a wonderful area, and, many of us have been coming here all of our lives. And, we've reached a point where the area is just overused every weekend, and, there's a lot of safety concerns with regards to vehicles being double parked, and, there's concern that if there is a safety issue that, an emergency vehicle can't even pass in many cases. So I know that there's a lot of folks in the county that have, proposed different ideas, and certainly a lot of folks are working on it right now. The concern is that something needs to happen sooner rather than later.
The Wilson's Creek attracts people from around the region. However, now the area becomes overcrowded in the summer, causing significant issues. Yesterday, I was told that from the intersection down here at the store back to the pavement to the Brown Mountain Beach coming out, they counted over 400 cars. There's 141 parking spots on this river that can be parked in safely, that the U.S. Forest Service and the state has identified as parking spots. So just kind of let that sit in your mind for a minute. And you look at the number of cars, and you got to figure there's at least 4, maybe 5, sometimes more people per car. So just yesterday, we probably had over 1,200 to 1,500 people on this river. The excess number of people creates a demand for our increase in law enforcement presence. With overcrowding and related issues, the county estimates this year, in 2024, that we're going to spend $110,000 just to pay deputies to service this stretch of road here, this corridor. Federal government, U.S. Forest Service, gives us $12,500. The rest of that's coming out of the taxpayers' pockets of Caldwell County. This is what bothers me the most, is we talk about this is a problem. It's not, and I've been hard on the Forest Service, I'll be the first to admit. And the reason I am hard on the Forest Service is because that's the first thing they see. That's the first thing they encounter when they come in. This is a issue that involves not only the U.S. Forest Service, but it also involves the North Carolina Wildlife, as well as Caldwell County. I think we have about 6 acres up here. None of our acreage touches the river, if I'm not badly mistaken. I don't think we have any land that actually touches the river. With that, in the middle of all 3 of those pieces of property is a North Carolina Department of Highway, state highway that runs through all of that. So you can see how complicated this gets.
Truly not the responsibility of the taxpayers of Caldwell County to pay for picking up the trash on this river. So you all are going to have to do more. And I think it's great that you cleaned up this event. That's going to have to be done every Monday morning or every Sunday night. It's going to have to be cleaned up. The plan, when I drove down here, the first thing I thought of, I heard you say this, that you're talking about putting up barriers on the road. Even I, who's not an engineer, could figure that out coming down here this morning. I looked at that road and I thought, it wouldn't take much to put in barriers along here to keep people from parking. That ought to have been done years ago.
Have to do a study.
And if you don't have some of the guardrails that are common on the highway, I bet you there are plenty of big rocks you can put along there. It's not rocket science.